Machakos and Tharaka-Nithi Counties lie in the eastern parts of Kenya. The two counties share similar ecological conditions. Tharaka and Machakos experience semi-arid climatic conditions with low rainfall ranging from 500 millimeters to 1,000 millimeters annually. Communities in these two regions rely mainly on agro-pastoralism and subsistence rain-fed agriculture for their livelihoods. However, in current years, effects of climate change have posed uncertainties for these communities, especially due to recurrent droughts resulting in massive crop failure, inadequate pasture for livestock, and environmental degradation. The two communities have remained vulnerable to hunger, loss of livelihood, and poverty. The Institute for Culture and Ecology ECE, through a project dubbed Enhancing Community Resilience to the Effects of Climate Change, ECoReC, comes in handy to promote best practices that enable smallholder farmers in Machakos and Tharaka-Nithi counties adapt to various effects of climate change.
Basically, the project is about enhancing community resilience to effects of climate change. And we started with capacity building of smallholder farmers in the two counties. This is after realizing the community challenges, the challenges they were facing, trying to adapt to the effects of climate change.
The project, which is implemented by Institute for Culture and Ecology with support from ACT, Changieni Rasili Mali CRM facility, target communities in Matungulu, Yatta, and Masinga sub-counties of Machakos County and Tharaka North and South sub-counties of Tharaka-Nithi County.
Sasa kukaa hapa kwa small scale farmer nataka sasa nipande mpaka niwe large scale farmer. Nimevuna mwezi mmoja tayari na natarajia nitavuna miezi mingine 5. Hii project nilifunzwa na watu wa RINDEP kuhusu kilimo biashara. Sasa nikaamua kufanya kiwa kilimo biashara wakiwa wanasaidiana na watu wa ECE.
To build synergies, ECE has established strategic collaborations with community-based organizations, county and national government institutions working in Machakos and Tharaka-Nithi counties.
We're implementing it in Machakos County and also in Tharaka-Nithi County with one organization called the LEADEP. And also this is a project that we have already started last year in April, and it's coming to an end in March of 2015. And this project is meant to help communities to understand issues of climate change, especially looking at the impact of climate change in respect to these areas that we are working in. And also on another level, it's supposed to help these communities and the leadership and even to engage the governance system, especially with the county government, so that the counties can be able to realize their mandate in addressing aspects of climate change by seeing that climate change issues are mainstreamed in their planning and mainstreamed in their budgeting.
We have been able to have a partnership with the Institute for Culture and Ecology on a project that is very pertinent in Tharaka on climate change. Under this project, RINDEP has been able to reach over 1,200 farmers directly in this project in Tharaka-Nithi County, and indirectly close to 1,000 again. And all these are working on environmental conservation, biodiversity restoration and protection, among other main areas. And during our work with ECE and RINDEP in partnership, we have closely also worked with the county government of Tharaka-Nithi County. And this has been mainly, we have also used them in training. They've come on board to train.
Through the ECoReC project, ECE works with communities in the two counties to improve land use practices for sustainable community livelihoods. The project also serves to increase communities' ability to adapt to effects of climate change in Machakos and Tharaka-Nithi counties. In an endeavor to create a long-term solution, ICE is working to strengthen local community institutions for collective participation through mainstreaming climate change adaptation in county development agenda. To enhance the capacities of farmers, exchange visits and on-farm demonstration trainings are undertaken to facilitate learning. A farmers' exchange visit exposed groups of farmers to practices such as rainwater harvesting through construction of sand dams, water ponds and check dams. Several on-farm demonstration activities were conducted to help farmers understand various water and soil conservation practices such as zai pits and contour terracing.
Tulianzania na hii mambo ya kulima kutoka kwa na ICE, ndio akatupea sponsor kwa agriculture akaja akatusomesha vile tunaweza kupanda mahindi, ndio tukaanzia kupanda. Sasa vile naonelea kwa hii kilimo tunaonyesha kupitia kwa ICE ni mzuri, kwa sababu isipokuwa mvua ingenyesha ningekuwa tu nimekuwa mbele tu. Kilimo ni mzuri, alitufanyia vizuri ICE kwa sababu tunaendelea vizuri, na hata hii mitaro, hata kupanda kila kitu mahali unaona hapa tumepanda kupitia ICE hiyo agriculture. Sasa sisi tunaona tutaendelea tu na hiyo kilima.
Hata kama mvua ni kidogo vile iko, hatuwezi sema hatutalima, hatuwezi sema hatutakula, hatuwezi sema hakuna maendeleo, tutaendelea. Tutajikaza na hiyo mvua kidogo tukitumia hizi njia. Njia moja yenye tunaweza tumia ni kufanya water harvesting. Kwa water harvesting tunatumia ile maji kidogo kwa mashamba, kuchimba zai pits, terraces, ndio kwa mashamba tu preserve ile tone moja ya maji yenye mvua inanyesha isipotee.
The trainings also featured, among other issues, crop and livestock diversification, post-harvest handling, farm planning and water harvesting techniques.
Kwa shamba yangu nimeanza diversification ya mbegu. Nimeanza kupanda sweet passion ambao nimepanda kwa shamba yangu. Sehemu ambao nimepanda ni eka 2.5, ambao kwa wiki ninavuna kilo 200. Na hizo kilo 200, kilo moja tunauza na 100, ambao inakuwa ya export. Kwa hivyo kwa wiki moja ninapata kama 20,000, na ninaona hiyo ni njia nzuri ya kunisaidia kwa sababu ukipanda mbegu zile zingine unapata zinakosa kufanya vizuri.
We have trained farmers in collaboration with ICE on how to cope with the climate change in applying the techniques which are appropriate so that we get good harvest. Some of the technologies we have been applying include the use of water which runs after the rains and goes to the rivers. We've tried to advise the farmers and shown them how to tap that water and put them into their farm for production.
To promote co-management approaches and collaboration in addressing climate change agenda, ICE engages stakeholders through forums and joint initiatives aimed at encouraging collective actions in development programs and processes.
Kwa kikundi ambacho kinaitwa Mayama ama Masinga Yata Matungulu Advocacy Network. Hiki ni kikundi ambacho kinajumuisha vikundi vya wakulima, vikundi vya kuhifadhi mazingira na pia vikundi vya rua ambavyo huwa na sana zinahusika na mambo ya maji. Kikundi hiki tuliweza kukianzisha kutokana na changamoto ambazo zimekuwa zikikumba wakulima sana kwa sababu ya mambo ya climate change, na ndipo hasa shirika la ICE Institute for Culture and Ecology liliungana nasi wakulima na vikundi vya wakulima ili kuweza kuwasaidia kutafuta mbinu ambazo zingeweza kuwasaidia waweze kuzalisha mazao na waweze kupata chakula cha kutosha, mbali na kwamba mvua ilikuwa imeanza kupungua na hali ya kukuza chakula ilikuwa imekuwa ni changamoto kubwa. Tumekuwa ni kikundi ambacho kilianzishwa mwaka uliopita, na kutokana na ushirikiano wa kikundi cha ICE ama NGO ya ICE, tumeweza kufundisha wakulima tukishirikiana na Wizara ya Kilimo katika mbinu bora za ukulima ambazo zinahusiana pia na katika mambo ya water harvesting, conservation agriculture, na mambo pia vile wanaweza diversify. Pia kama kikundi cha Mayama, sisi tumejiweza kujihusisha moja kwa moja katika kuangalia kwamba policies ambazo zinatolewa na county government na hata katika forums zingine at the community level kwamba ni suitable na zinawafaidi wakulima. Kama vile nilikuwa nimesema mwanzoni, mambo ya Machakos County Agriculture Bill, Fund Bill, we actively participated katika hayo mambo.
We came up with a group called Tharaka-Nithi Climate Change Network. This group has been formed by members of various groups from every part of Tharaka-Nithi, and it was through the initiative of RIDEP Kenya also, and it is championing the issues of climate in Tharaka-Nithi. TechNet has been able to go forward or to stand on the front to negotiate with the policy makers as a way of lobbying for the climate mitigation.
The ICE-led project is in the forefront in ensuring that climate change adaptation agenda is mainstreamed in the county development and planning. By holding leaders' workshops, especially with members of County Assembly MCAs in the Environment and Agriculture Committees, ICE has been instrumental in county legislation and policy formulation processes, taking cognizance of climate change-related concerns.
I would like to appreciate the engagement of IC, which has collaborated with the Machakos County government and executive side, which are supposed to implement the projects within our county, and also the honorable members who are supposed to oversight and also to legislate. We work together with the ICE NGO, and it has done much on our count. The issue of the bill, which we have already passed to be the act of the law, like agricultural bill, we have worked hard in hand with the ICE department to make it the law, which will assist our farmers to enhance in productions and also to evade the issues of the poverty within our county.
We have come to partnership with ICE NGO organization in our committee of agriculture. The ICE NGO has assisted our people, mostly people from Kiva, people of Matungulu, and also people of Ndidhini. The partnership between us and also the ICE has helped our people very much, especially the groups of our women. Our women have been brought together, they work together, they have also been educated the type of the food they are supposed to plant. As Water Resources Management Authority, we have adapted the Integrated Water Resource Management Principles, the IWRM principles, and among those principles, there's the collaboration part of it, that now we work together with development partners. And more specifically in this area, we have worked with ICE, that is the Institute of Culture and Ecology, to support the community. And the way we work, we have a framework as Water Resources Management Authority. The framework is known as Water Resource Users Association, which forms part of the community.
So ICE has assisted us in capacity building the RUAs. Specifically, they have assisted us with the lower Athi Kilimambogo RUA, where we planted 610 trees along Athi River.
Through a continuous learning and community capacity development process, ICE, through ECoReC project, continues to build resilient communities with increased individual and institutional abilities to adapt to effects of climate change.